Guild Wars 2, the MMO, is it friendly for new players? I'm a very new individual to the MMO genre in general, and I've reached max level and I've beat the base game. Let me tell you my experience as a new MMO player. So first things first, I played Final Fantasy XIV. I played like the Trial of WoW, and Guild Wars 2, I have to say, the base game story, by far, my favorite. It is such a good story. It's really interesting with the Elder Dragons and everything. I started as a Norn. I'm a Necromancer class. Apparently, that is a very user-friendly or beginner-friendly class, but I absolutely adore this class. I think Necromancers are so cool. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that this game doesn't have its issues, because it absolutely does, but the base game being free to play, you don't have to spend money on this game unless you really want to and support this game. I mean, it's hard to beat. No subscription, one-time purchase if you buy the DLC, so you can get a lot of the extra stuff on top of that. I got the first 2 DLCs for $7 on sale. So, I mean, it's a pretty good game for what it is. Now, the thing I really like about this, especially when it comes to new players to the MMO genre, is how simple the UI is, how simple the layout is. The gameplay, you don't need 4 or like 3, 4, 5, even 6 sometimes action bars. That can be very overwhelming to new people. But this one action bar, you're set. That's your entire moveset. You can change that at will, however you want to do that. The weapons have different abilities. Depending on what type of build you're going for, you change your like right hand abilities. I mean, new players, it doesn't really get much simpler than this unless you play like Neverwinter, which I've also been playing through a little bit. Gameplay wise, I really enjoy the combat. The PvP is actually fairly enjoyable. I did a lot of Throne of Liberty. I hated the PvP in that game. I didn't really care for the PvP in Final Fantasy XIV, but I do love the PvP in this game. And usually your dailies will have a lot of PvP stuff. Do like 100,000 damage, kill 3 players, complete a PvP match, whatever it may be. But I think where this world really shines is going to be in the world versus world, which is a PvPvE area, and it's really incredible. Let me show you what that looks like. So this is what the world v world looks like. This is really incredible. You join a team or a guild, I'm not really sure what it's called, but then you have these maps all across this. These are all the different teams that are playing. So I'm in the Eternal Battlegrounds right now. You can play the other ones, whatever. But this is kind of what it looks like. So my team has captured all the zones in the red. This is a persistent battle that is going on for, I don't even know how long. I'm still learning a bit about it, but this is really incredible. So if you take a look at the other zones, you have the green team, the blue team, they've captured some areas. So what we can actually do is move into those areas, fight and kind of raid their bases and take that area from them. I think the World v World is incredible. There's PvP included in this, so you have your bases with your like sentry, your own guard, if you will, and then you can build like battering rams to break down the gates of whatever. Like if you're raiding the castle in the middle, break down the gates with your battering ram. You can use all kinds of stuff at your will. This has its own upgrade system as well. It's really in depth, and I'm learning a lot about it, but this is incredible. As far as gameplay and the simplicity goes, for new players, it is very user-friendly, and it's free. So there's no harm in trying it. If you've been curious about the game, go try it. If you enjoy it, you sure go ahead and get the DLC. If not, cool, you can do whatever you want. But onto the things I don't like. The main thing I don't like about this game compared to some of the other MMOs, the dungeons and like the boss fights were included in like the main story of those games. So in this one, the dungeons have no part. It's all instances. So you can't play through it with your friends in the dungeons and stuff. I don't like that. I haven't tried a lot of the dungeons yet, but it seems like most people do not actually run through dungeons together. It's mostly like raids. Something else I actually don't like about the dungeons is that you have to actually be in the area to queue up for that dungeon, and it's really not explained for new players. Now, on the other hand, they do have the LFG looking for a group, and that is a really good way to find a group to go play with, and who knows, maybe you become lifelong friends. That's what happens in MMOs. If you are a new player that's getting to MMOs like I am and you're curious about Guild Wars 2, I say at least give it a try, especially if you're really big on exploration, because completing the map 100% is like a feat in itself, and achievement hunting, that is the end game of this game. Once you beat the base game and you get the gear that you need, That is the end game. It's not doing dungeons and raids and stuff. It is completing the map 100% because there is a lot to do. Let me show you how big this map is. Okay, so I haven't explored the entirety of the map yet. I did the main campaign and I'm starting to work through the expansion packs that I have, but this is the size of the map. You can also go under the water. So there's not only the land to explore, but under the water to explore as well. So this map is absolutely massive. It is a huge map. And trying to explore and complete this 100% is actually insane. Just to give you an idea, just this area, all these little things that you see here, you have the locations you can discover, the fast travel points. There are these vistas. It's like little pieces of the map. Whenever you get them, you get like a nice little cinematic of the area that you're in. So also within all the areas of the map, each individual area has these little hearts. These are tasks that you do to complete, and then you unlock the merchant for that little spot. So you complete those. There's just so much to this game, and each zone are going to have hero points, which you use to upgrade your class, unlock new abilities. This map is massive. If anybody has 100% complete, I'm sure they do by this point because games have been out for a while. But man, that is so impressive because even like I haven't even been to over half the map and I've already beat the base game. So this map is huge. So when it comes to MMOs, I'm branching out of my comfort zone. I usually only play first-person shooters. This game is incredible for new players. I highly, highly recommend. No subscription. You don't have to buy the game. It's just free to play. You can play all the way to level 80 through the base game without any DLCs. No money spent. The UI is great. The combat is great. For new players, this is a great intro to MMOs. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to continue playing this into the end game, complete the expansion packs. I'm going to do the whole thing because I absolutely love and adore this game. The story is great. And hey, if you start playing Guild Wars and you really like it and you're looking for a group to play with, I also need a group. So make sure you join my Discord. Just tag me there. Say, hey, let's play some Guild Wars. I'll probably hop on. And apparently Guild Wars 3 is in development. So on a scale of 1 to 10 for new players and how new player friendly it is, I'm actually going to give this an 8 out of 10 because of the dungeon situation. The raids aren't explained. A lot of stuff isn't explained. But outside of that, I think it's really incredible and I think you should give it a shot. If you have any lingering questions about MMOs or my experience with this game or any other game I've played, please just drop it in the comments and I will answer your question. Oh, and make sure you subscribe.